Fitness Fire. I'm Ryan Milton from TeamFFLEX, and this is my weekly series. Every single Thursday we run this, where basically I'm coming on here and I'm talking about all the hottest topics of the fitness industry, giving you some tools, some tips, some strategies, things that you can utilize to make sure that you're going to get your goals conquered, solved, and achieved, alright? So please do me a favor if you get anything out of this video, anything out of this episode, share it, and subscribe to this channel, alright? That's what I do these for. This is just one of the awesome series episodes I got going every single week right here on this channel. So make sure you check out the other ones too. Thank you for watching. Today, what we want to talk about on Fitness Fire is New Year's resolutions, fam. New Year's resolutions, okay? So it's that time of year again. Right now we're on December 5th, I think. December 4th or 5th. 5th. And basically, this is the time of year where people are kind of finishing up the last bit of messing around, right? The last bit of like, I'm going to eat too much, I'm going to drink too much, I'm going to skip the gym more often, I'm going to do all this stuff because I'm busy for the holidays, whatever, there's more treats, you know, grandma sent me fudge, whatever it is. Then now you're kind of getting lax on your goals, or maybe you didn't ever start them, and now with, you know, January 1 coming up, it's New Year's resolution time. And so with New Year's resolutions, right, the crazy statistic is within that first month, like some crazy amount, 85% or so of people fail. And then within the next 95% of people fail. Okay? They failed the resolutions they set forth. And, you know, in reality, the reason that they don't succeed in actually achieving those is due to very poor planning and also not actually taking action and getting it done. Alright, so I'm going to tell you today, if you're going to set a New Year's resolution, I'm going to tell you why that's not a great idea and why you should do something different. I'll tell you what that is. And then also I'm going to tell you how to make sure it's successful, right? How do you set a new goal? And how do you actually make sure it's going to be successful? How do you make sure, you know, you're not going to be one of those 95% that start something and fail within the next 3 months, alright? So first things first, when it comes to your New Year's resolution, you know, it's something you want. It's something that people want. People want, you know, okay, let's say they want to lose weight. So your New Year's resolution might be, I'm going to lose 10 pounds, okay? And you're going to start this January 1, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Your New Year's resolution could also be, you know, related to maybe getting a raise at work or, you know, having a better, I don't know. Everybody has their own goals, in other words. It's all custom to you, but you do want it, right? It's something you actually do want. And so when we look at a New Year's resolution, everybody waits for January 1 to do it. And I'm like, how does that make any damn sense? If you got something you're trying to do right now, fam, and you're waiting for January 1, you're not doing the right thing at all. You're not actually, you either don't really want it, or you're definitely going to be one of those 95 that fail it. Because in reality, right, like what we're talking about is the fact that if you got a goal, something you really want to achieve, you should already be working for it. Like right now, December 5th, start today. Start right now. Why are you waiting for some arbitrary date to take action on the things you want in your life? So if you're the person that says, you know what, I'm going to lose weight, I want to lose weight, I'm going to do it on January 1, New Year's resolution, I advise you start doing it now. Doesn't mean you can't have a good time. Doesn't mean you can't eat, you know, out. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy some holiday meals. You absolutely can. It's called flexible dieting. If you don't know how to do it, go to TeamFFLEX.com. Me or one of my coaches will show you how to do it. Subscribe to the mailing list. Point is, you can definitely start today with whatever it is. You should be starting today. Because you know what? January 1, why are we waiting? What are you waiting for? There's a lot that could be done right now. And there's no reason to not take action if it's a goal you actually want. Okay? So you either should start today if you actually want the goal, or you should understand you don't actually want it and move the fuck on. Okay? Because in reality, if you're waiting for some arbitrary date, for the time it's easier, time it's better, January 1 to come up, I'll tell you straight up, you don't want that goal. That's not a real goal, some shit you tell yourself to feel good or, you know, whatever, procrastinate longer, but it's not a real goal. So that's what you got to do first. You got to define what kind of goal this is. Is this something you actually want to attain? And then, you know what? Start working towards it. You know, if you're going to go on a diet January 1, go on a diet now. Start it now. Figure it out. You can definitely do it. Whatever your goal is, fitness, financial, career, life in general, you can start today, and you should. That's my challenge to you. Any of you watching this right now, start your damn New Year's resolutions today and say fuck it to the resolution on January 1. Start today and start making action happen, okay? But even at that, even if you do start today, even if you start right now, we already know most people fail within that 3-month period of time, right? Most people actually fail within that first month. Like, that's the largest percentage, and the rest will trickle off pretty much over the next 3 months or so. And, you know, I don't even know the statistic of people that actually accomplish it. It's got to be less than 5% that actually accomplish a New Year's resolution, make it stick. And so why does that happen, right? What is the whole reason that that happens? And how can you make sure that doesn't be you? Because even if you're not waiting until Jan 1, right now, you know, 3 months from now, you could be in the spot where you were in the 95% that didn't make it if you don't know how to make it. If you don't know how to make that goal become a reality. If you don't know how to make it become a thing. I'll tell you straight up, here's where people mess up, all right? Take notes if you're watching this. This is super important. And all you got goals, so this is relevant to everybody. Remember to share this too. This will help your friends, your family, whatever. You got to start simply with a plan. And people mess this up because they go too extreme on the plan, right? We go from 0 to 60 when we're not a high-performance damn car, right? We're going from 0 to 60 trying to figure this out, trying to diet, trying to go to the gym, trying to eat differently, trying to fit a whole new lifestyle in. And in reality, if you hadn't been doing the things already, if you hadn't been well along, going from 0 to 60 is just going to mean you burn the fucking engine out, right? It just means that you're going to break down. It means that no matter what, you're bound to fall off. Even if you can sustain it for a short time, the extreme stuff, it won't work in the long haul. It's not going to work in the long haul, and that's why it happens, right? So people that are like, let's say somebody needs to lose weight, they're eating 4,000 calories a day, they're not doing any tracking, they're eating pizza, you know, they're whatever, they're living their life, drinking, doing whatever, they're not paying attention to their calorie intake, and then they start some fad diet that's 900 calories a day, keto style, 0 carbs or something like that, and they're like, oh my God. And they start and they do it for a few days, and they, you know, they're feeling like they're losing weight, they're feeling like they're making progress. They might do it for a little bit, but at the end, that was way too damn extreme. And what happens? They're going to fall off. They're going to binge out. They're going to stop eating that way. They're going to rebound. They're going to start back at square zero and oftentimes come back worse off. And that is the huge issue with doing the extreme. But this is the same for anybody, right? Let's say you're not, maybe your thing is not losing weight, you want to build muscle, but you haven't been going to the gym, and now you're going to try to go to the gym 2 days, you know, for 6 times a day. That's your New Year's resolution. That's not going to assist you in doing what you're trying to do. That's not going to assist you in building muscle or doing anything or changing the way you look. You know, people do this with everything. If you're trying to, let's say, build your own business or something, and you go from 0 to 60, you're going to fail. Because inevitably, you haven't learned the things that you need to know to actually sustain a 60 mile an hour pace, right? In this 0 to 60 analogy. And basically, that's what it comes down to. People go too extreme, and that's why they fail. So that's why in the first month, people will fail because, you know, no matter how hard shit is, most people can stick to it for a little bit, right? Anybody can stick to anything for a little bit. But when we start getting into the real nitty gritty, you know, we're in the week 3, week 4, and so on, now it becomes very, very tough to do extreme types of diets and extreme types of training and extreme lifestyle changes in general. So how do you actually do this, right? How do you actually get the goal and succeed and maintain it? Basically, if you want to get the goal, you want to succeed, and you want to maintain it, you got to build a plan that's sustainable for you, okay? So when we're talking about fitness coaching, very easy to do this. This is what I do day in, day out, what my team of coaches do at TeamFFLEX. This is what we do for all of our clients, all of our athletes, no matter the goal. we take every person in individually, right? So we say, okay, who is this person? They say they want to lose weight. Let's see where they're at. Let's see what they got, what the next approach is, okay? So like if I get a client, let's say they're pretty overweight, 50, 60 pounds overweight, and they want to lose that weight, that's their goal. I'm never going to tell them that, like, hey, the best way to do this is to go to 900 calories because you'll lose 5 pounds a week and we're going to get there really fast. I know that won't work, right? And if they're telling me they're not going to the gym at all, they're not going to the gym at all or following any type of diet, I'm for damn sure not putting them on a 6-day-a-week program and telling them, hey, you got to stick to this meal plan, you got to do only these meals, only that. Because I know, again, it's only going to fail them. So what are you actually doing, right? What can you actually do then in that scenario? For me, I take wherever this person is, and this is what the rest of my coaches do on TeamFFLEX. We take where this person is, we build them the next sustainable step, okay? Notice what I just said there. Sustainable step is the next thing. Because if you're stepping on shaky ground, it's going to break through eventually. You're going to fall through, you're going to lose. No matter how fast you think you can run on water, you're going to fucking sink eventually if you don't hit land. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, people are going to go forward, they're going to try to do these things, they won't succeed because they don't build that next sustainable step. And that's what I do. So if somebody, let's say, going back to my analogy, 50, 60 pounds to lose, not doing any nutrition, not doing any gym workouts, nothing. Sedentary person. How do you start them? I would start them on a simple thing like a three workouts a week, maybe a Monday, Wednesday, Friday split. Easy 20, 30, 40-minute workouts, not super intense, learning the movements, feeling comfortable in the gym, getting in there, a little bit of cardio maybe mixed in for a warm-up, and then into some weight training. And then I'd say, great, this is what we're focusing on. And depending on where this person is with their nutrition, I might not even tell them to change their nutrition yet. I might just want to build that habit of getting them in the gym in the first place, right? Building a sustainable step. And this is what all you need to do no matter what your goals are. You got to build that sustainable step. And then once that becomes something that is sustainable, right? It's something you could maintain and you could continue to do. Then now it's time to start building the next step, right? And so over time, we continually build out this kind of pyramid of success for you. Because we lay the foundation, we lay the groundwork, and then we build on top of it. And that's what you need to do when you're trying to achieve any goal, fitness, career, relationships, life in general. You got to start off with what the next sustainable step is and continue to add steps on top of that. This is why New Year's resolutioners fail. This is why they don't work, because they don't do this. They try to jump to the top of the pyramid without laying any of the foundation first, okay? You gotta have a very strong, solid foundation, and that comes from doing things slower, for lack of a better term, doing them at a slower pace, and really focusing on laying the bricks solid before you add the next one, okay? So I would never tell, in my analogy, that client, hey, you know what? I might build that person into a 6-day-a-week program over a course of a year, by the way. They might be going to the gym 6 days a week. They might start doing hour-long workouts. They might do, cardio. They might want to train for some kind of competition or a marathon. I don't know what's going to happen. And then they'd be at a totally different training capacity, right? But they started at the simple stuff. Because the foundation was laid first, and then you build upon it. You got to see how things are going, and when they're solid, then you can move to the next step. You can't jump to the 6-day-a-week program if you've never been to the gym before and expect great success, okay? And keep in mind, there's always going to be outliers to this rule. There's always going to be people that can jump straight in, and for some reason they survive by whatever way. But for the majority of people, the best things that you can do is continually build the next sustainable thing over and over and over. And that's why a lot of these resolutioners fail and they don't make it. So what else is there that we really need to look at, right? How do you continue? Because that's only building steps. How do you continue and actually achieve the goal and then keep it from then on? So if you got it all built out now, right? You know what your goal is and you're starting to take steps. You're going to take them at the right pace. Now what you got to do is you got to be prepared to adjust anything that comes up, okay? Another reason New Year's resolutioners fail is because they don't know how to adjust anything when the first plan doesn't work or it needs to be changed, right? So what I'm talking about is, let's say, going back to my analogy, someone needs to lose weight, wants to lose weight for their New Year's resolution, that's their goal. The only way that you're going to actually be able to do that is if you can adapt as you go. Because in reality, what we're talking about is the fact that you can't simply just jump in and, kind of run at it without any adjustment. Because even if you get progress initially, you're still going to have to change things. Going back to what I said, someone trying to lose 50 pounds, if they lose 10 of that, we might need to adjust the plan at that point. Maybe now we need to look at the nutrition a little bit better at that point. Maybe now we're talking about figuring out, how do we mix up their training at that point. You got to adjust, because if you don't adjust, it'll stop working. It'll stop working, straight up, it will. You have to adjust the program as you go to make sure that it's fitting to your current goal and getting you to the next place, right? From wherever you are to wherever you want to be, that's how you do it. That's how you're going to perform your best. That's how you're going to be your best. That's how you're going to get the results. And so how do you get results long term is you constantly monitor where you're at and adjust for it. This is what I do and my team of coaches do for all of our clients at TeamFFLEX. We don't give just one-off plans. You can't get there's a lot of these people selling ebooks and whatever, and they sell you one program and they're like, have fun, great, good luck. Because it's not going to work even if it works for whatever term, it's not going to work for the long term. But, what we do is basically, we're always checking in, we're always seeing how everybody's doing, we're always gauging the progress, we're always, adjusting and making adjustments, right? I have to change people's training all the time. I have to change people's nutrition all the time. I have to change people's everything all the time because of the progression of their goals, right? As they move forward, as they're getting better, as they're changing, I need to change things. And if things aren't changing, I need to change things. And so basically what happens is, it's constant adaptation. It's constantly monitoring, seeing how things are going, how's every part moving, and then adjusting it from there. And so that's inevitably the next piece that people mess up that are New Year's resolutioners and why they don't get the goal is they don't make adjustments. When something comes up, when there's a speed bump in the road, they don't know how to drive over it. They just kind of get at a halt, right? If they're following a specific meal plan from some fad diet or whatever, trying to lose weight, and now they off the plan, they don't know what to do. They say, you know what, whatever, that's it, game over. I'm going to go have more. I'm going to go binge out. I'm going to go have whatever because I already messed up my diet anyway. And that is how you end up never getting the goal, fam. What you got to be able to do is adjust. You got to be able to adapt, and you got to be able to constantly look at what's going on and making sure you're moving in the right direction. And so, obviously, I'm a huge advocate of coaches and having someone to do this with you. If you're doing this on your own, it's going to be a lot harder. If you want some help, go to TeamFFLEX.com right now. We got a free trial you can subscribe to where me or one of my coaches will help you get you on the right path, and it's totally free. There's no reason not to do it. You should do it. If you got New Year's resolution goals, let us kick you off early on December 5th with it and help you get on the right track, all right? So check that out. But if you are going to run it on your own, what you got to make sure you do is, basically you got to always be adjusting. You got to always be monitoring what's going on. You got to always be changing things. And then you always got to take things at the right pace. Don't jump in. Don't do the 0 to 60. Do the 0 to 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 till you get to the damn 60. Build those sustainable steps in, and then you're inevitably going to get where you want to be. And that's kind of how you're going to be able to rope everything in and continue to make progress, continue to move forward, get the results, and keep them. And again, this works for all goals, any person, whatever you're trying to do in life. These two things are huge, massive for changing your ability to achieve and keep goals. Because in reality, if you don't do it, it's game over. You'll be one of those people, you'll be one of the 95 that in the 3 months they start a goal, they don't make it. And this is not, only for New Year's resolutions. This is for any time you do any goal, no matter the time of the year, the date, whatever. That's what I'm saying, start now. If you've made it this far in the video, start the damn goal now. Whatever you got in the back of your mind that you're waiting for January for, start it today. Continue to go at it and, take steps. Build those sustainable steps. Continue to drive forward. Continue to monitor yourself. Track where you're going and make adjustments as needed. And if you need help, go to TeamFFLEX.com, TeamFFLEX.com, or get yourself a different kind of coach, whatever, somebody to help guide you, somebody in your corner, somebody that can make the adjustments for you when the time is right so you're not getting caught up in your own head. That's the kind of stuff that you need if you want to succeed. And so, this is Fitness Fire. I hope you got something out of this today. New Year's resolutions coming up. Don't be doing that damn resolution. Start that shit today. Please share this video if you got anything out of it. This is huge. for a lot of people, and make sure you subscribe to this channel because this is just one of the awesome shows I got going every single week for you right here on Fitness Fire every single Thursday. I will be back next week, and I'll see you tomorrow for Gains the Clock. Thank you for watching. Coach Rye is out.